Hello, what's up everybody? Mtozichwani. Welcome to another episode on NITI Talk, that Mbonga podcast where we discuss about a lot and different topics, and we'll have different guests every single week for the rest of the year. So you have a plethora of topics and discussions where you're going to enjoy. And on today's episode, we have a very special guest who is Mulela, who's well known within Sesheke, Western Province, and beyond. Thank you for coming over to this podcast.
Thank you very much.
All right. Before you go even further, it might be the first time you're meeting me, and so let me introduce myself as Multitalented, as the host of this podcast. And so, before you go very far, first things first. Actually, when we were just offset a few minutes ago, we were discussing, and you told me something that is very interesting that I just happened to find out now. Okay, I've known you for a long time now, but I was shocked to find out about this now. You mentioned about your name not being Zambian.
Exactly.
Yeah. So before we go into the depth of this discussion, you might just want to tell me and other people that don't know about that.
Yeah, actually, I just got to know about this. That was just recent when my dad told me about my name, Mulela, not being from here, which is Zambia, but from Namibia. And most of the Mulelas are found in Namibia. So as he was telling me, I was like, it's Ulela, not Mulela. So Ulela, which means taking care, and Mulela is a person. So me, as my name, Mulela, which means I'm a person who takes care of something.
Oh, cool. Okay. I'm happy to find out about that. And this has been, so I think other people have learned as well. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah. How come when you only found out recently? I mean, didn't you ask Kakale, your dad and your mom what your name means? I mean, there's a stage in life where banana ask their parents, oh, what does my name mean? Where does it come from? How come you only asked now? Which is,
I was very
assume maybe
curious
just 18 or 17 years.
I was happy and told Mulela. Most of the Mulelas I know, so I was shocked, and that gave me the curiosity. Okay, what does my name really mean? So Mulela then went to find out Mulela it means Kubabale.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean that must was yeah, makes sense. Okay, cool. So some people might be seeing you on this podcast for the first time, and so you might want to describe what you do and who you are briefly here.
Actually, as you already know that I'm Mulela. Most people say Lela Lela, the talking machine, Lela Lela, the African queen, the marriage material, a lot of that. So like, I'm a comedian, I'm a singer, and I'm trying a bit to rap because they say Mulela talks so fast. So I'm sure she has that capability. So it's just a matter of me trying.
So you said
a comedian, a singer, actress, and I'm trying to rap now. Actually, I did modeling for the first time.
Oh.
And I became Mr. Shek.
Oh, I heard about it.
I'm also a model.
Okay, alright.
In short, let me say, multi-talented, and I'm waiting for a lot.
Oh yeah, okay. So you describe yourself as multi-talented.
Exactly.
I hear you. Makes sense. We'll come back later. We'll come back later to issue you being Mr. Sheke and whatnot. Yeah, we'll come back to it later. But right now, I want you to. Yeah, we'll come back to it later. So hang it in your mind. Also hang it in my mind.
Okay.
Hopefully, I'll remember as we continue talking. Firstly, I want to, because you mentioned people describe you as a talking machine. Yeah, it seems like no way is adopted as well. So yeah, let's do on that. I've known you for a number of years now, and Nana Ziwako, your personality, you're jovial, you're bubbly, and extroverted and whatnot. Yeah. So I want to ask, how does that tie in with visual talking machine, and does it help you in terms of what you do, in terms of the plays that you do? I think most people know you for the plays that you do on Facebook.
Exactly.
So yeah, that bubbly personality, you being able to express yourself and whatnot, how does it help you to such an in the work that you do, especially the plays that you publish on Facebook?
Actually, so far, most of the things that we've been doing, most of the plays, or sometimes we really, most of our contest, or the contest, mostly we do it as a fast talk.
Oh, yeah.
So Mulela, they'll be like, Mulela, now you have to be fast when talking. Mulela, this, okay, they'll just tell me, no, Mulela, now start talking about this. Then just from there, I congest the same thing. So I just make sure that I maintain my pose. But things just come out. They just come out. I'm like, I'm talking too much. First thing. So like, most of the things that I do, I talk too much. I'll be like, no, Mulela, you talk too much. Sometimes they even discourage me. I'll be like,
let me cut you short. Yeah, I want to bring in there's that play that you did on Facebook. You were shouting at somebody and you blasted the person. You yelled at the person on Facebook. You're doing it in English. Yeah. And there's content that you put on Facebook recently. Yeah, I watched recently. I don't know when. I can't remember exactly when you put it, but there was this guy that you blasted. I'm sure if it were me and Galila. Yeah, no blasting and you're using English. The guy couldn't speak English. Yeah,
Yes.
that. Yeah. So I'm curious. I think even other people would be curious to say those lines that you do because you're very fast. No, fast. You know, that kind of yeah. So I'm curious to say that kind of those lines. Do you write them? Does somebody write them for you? Then you master them and then say them exactly how they are written, or it's something that your director or your producers would say. Zamafela freestyle more to allow it. So which one is it?
okay, actually, most of the things we do them, they just tell me, no, Mulela, say this. But that
Yeah,
one,
do they tell you the exact words or they just tell you, blast this guy, then you go?
start talking about this. So they just give me a hint to be like, okay, Mulela, now start shouting, telling this boy that you don't want to be married, stuff like that. But on that guy, those lines, those words were ironic, sardonic, delinquent culprits like you, those ones were written just on the same day.
Oh.
Yeah, so they just wrote them like, Mulela, master that.
Hold your fire. So written on the same day. How long did it take for you to master?
I just said,
until the acting part.
just few minutes.
Really?
Yeah,
Like,
so
how many? 30 minutes?
that's exceeding.
Oh,
That's
so less than 30 minutes.
Less than that.
Okay.
So I'm used, okay. I'm just used with the code. Since I'm also a poet.
Oh yeah. I know. Yeah, I know. On poetry, I know that. Yeah, no, that one I know that you're a poet.
Yeah,
I've
so
known you
it
as a
comes to
poet.
memorizing things.
Yeah, it's easy. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, that's really cool. I've always been curious about that. And so when you started acting, were you always like that? Because we just give you lines, a script, and then you master it in a few minutes. When you started, it would take longer, and then you got used to it now.
Actually, when I started very early. That was when I was 11 years old. When we went for Stars, so it was my first time again acting. So by then they gave us a script or like, no, you should master these words and you should do them now. Because next week you'll be going for a competition that you're going to do. So then I became the best actress and it was my first time. Yeah, that was in 2018.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. That's also an interesting topic on its own, and we'll talk about Lukambola za 2018. Yeah. But now, let's go back to the simple stuff. Yeah. So putting out content for Facebook, because I think that's what most people know you for, and that's what has made you, let me say, a local celebrity. Yeah. The content on Facebook. So when did you start? When was your first
Last year.
post on Facebook?
It was about me and my young brother.
When was that?
That was last year.
That is 2020. 2020. When exactly?
In August.
Oh, really? So you've not, your page is not more than 2 years?
No.
Oh, okay. And then it's grown, and it's grown, you know, it's really grown.
I'm also surprised and I really enjoy it because I feel like, oh my god, people supporting me, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, and I thought actually, when I saw it, I noticed it earlier this year. So I thought to say maybe you've been doing this for a while. So and I feel like in that year, every zero. So okay, so then I was under pressure, but how come I didn't know? And now it seems that, okay, I'm not really late. So,
No.
So would you want to say anything to the fans and the followers on Facebook? Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm very much happy and I want to say thank you to the people who have been supporting me, all the positivity they've been giving, because on media, let me just say media, not just on Facebook, but on media, we receive a lot of negativity. People will be like, no, Mulela, you talk too much, you can't get what you're saying, but it's because of me talking too much, I have a lot of followers,
Oh, yeah, other people
stuff
like
like
it.
that. Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
They'll be like, no, Mulela, you concentrate much on social media, forgetting about school. They don't know that. Anyways, by the way, people, I'm doing my grade 12 this year.
That's a whole interesting topic, so keep that one in mind. We'll get back to it. Now, you said you started last year. putting out content on Facebook. Career last year. But of course, I understand now that you've been acting even before that. So when was your first ever play? When was the first ever acting experience?
Except for social media, but
No,
before
yeah,
that.
before social media.
That was-
That's your first ever the first ever way you had an audience. But
They're watching me playing.
when
Kwa church.
oh.
Kwa church.
Okay, so you saw things started from church.
So Mulela will be there. Hello, memory verse. My name is Mulela Nyambe.
When you were
Exactly.
oh, okay. Alright, so it came from there. Oh.
Then in 2018 now, that's when I had large audience, then people are watching me there. Oh, the girl can act. But then I was just 11 years old.
So how did you know that you can actually act? Or like, when did you have an aha moment? I mean, you're doing things just for the sake of. When did you realize, oh, actually I'm really good at this. I can, do this.
Actually, I didn't know. So I was just told by my brother, no Mulela, you can do this.
Which brother? I know. How many brothers do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Yes, the
But
four,
then
four I know.
Ethan,
Which one told you?
Ethan, mostly commonly known as Psycho.
Psycho. I think in your family, isn't he the most famous person in your family? Yeah, Psycho is well known.
Exactly. So I was like, no, Mulela, you can do this. So from there, I just started acting. Then he saw the potential in me, like Mulela, you can do this. So from there, I was like, since I can do this, he has seen something great in me, which means I just have to push through with it.
Oh. When was that?
That was that's in 2018.
Oh, when you had the first.
Exactly.
So after he told you that, was it before or after you started acting Pascolo in?
That was before I started acting.
Acting Pascolo.
And no, Mulela, you can do this. So many one not one no. Now this play can be yours, Mulela, you can do this part. So only kali kamati and Mulela, saiza ni qualify.
Oh, okay. So I want you to run us through how you found yourself. You mentioned Kodi, 2018. You were best actress. Where and I want you to run us through from where it started, Pascal, and how you until you became the best actress. Where was it? Where did you start from? And who was coaching you? Who was doing what? Who were you with? What kind of play were you doing? Was it stage? Was it something different? So yeah, just briefly.
Okay, so such events like NASA's, SOSTAS, stuff like that, but us we went for NASA's, and that's a school program. So it's more like for arts, things like that.
That was 2018.
Yes, that was
At which school
2018.
were you
Katimama.
Oh, Katimama. Grade?
By then I was in grade 6.
Oh, really? Not many people do acting for grade 6. That's it something.
I was in grade 6. So then they were like, no, Mulela, you can do this. You can act. So I think we just rehearsed for a week or 2.
Okay.
Then from there we went for the competition. I was very nervous.
Where was that?
That was in Senanga now.
Oh, put a little bit of more detail on what was it.
I was very nervous. Right, Mulela Saya first stage for the first time.
The first time first stage.
Oh yeah, Father, we are done.
I'm guessing first stage. The audience is packed.
Exactly. So for director, I don't know whether he had faith. Mulela can do this. And of course, crying is not easy. Yeah. So my play, it was all about crying.
Oh.
No, I was abused
I see.
as a child. So I used to stay with my stepmom and my dad.
Yeah.
So my play was abused then. I was supposed to be crying. So for the first time there, I cried. After crying there, then okay, there was just a lot of people there watching.
Yeah. So
And I didn't even expect to become a best actress because I knew nothing. I just knew that I was just acting.
Relax. So just there. I mean, Katimamula School is a big school. I think by then it carried both primary and secondary at the same time.
Yes.
So I'm wondering why, of all people, Makatima, you had to play that part. I mean, yeah. Why did the director think you are the best candidate for that role?
Actually,
it's a big school. You're picking
a
a
grade 6 girl.
Yeah.
So I think that can be the influence, or maybe my brother was like, no, I'm sure the small girl can do it. Because another person had the same. So it's like I was competing with a boy over the same play. But then they had to change. Then the play kept to me, so which means I was good at it.
Although somebody else was supposed to play.
Who was supposed to do the
and
play.
then you hijacked the person.
So they were like, Mulela, you can do this.
I think it shows how good you are at this. And don't forget your brother. I think he did the most. So
Exactly.
Did you say
me,
thank
it's
you
just
in any way
Mulela.
to your brother?
Actually, no. I didn't. That's my bad.
Okay, no. After this, I think the first thing you need to go. So no, you and say something. Say thank you or buy him something. 'Cause
Exactly.
I think it kickstarted your career, to be honest.
So me, Mulela was just being pushed. It's me being me. It's because of him.
So now let's go back. Let's go to the play in Senao. So what was the experience? Did you enjoy the play, or maybe you're just doing it for the sake of acting? You know, what was the experience like then?
By then, I wasn't even thinking of anything. I just knew that Mulela, stick to the script, do what you're told, and act. So even the issue of being the best actress,
Wasn't in mind.
maybe to them, I'm sure they were like, oh, we have a best actress. As for me, I thought nothing because I didn't know anything about the so-called best actress. I just knew that I was just there to act. And so I was like, Mulela, I started enjoying that now because I know the value of being a best actress. I started enjoying that now.
Yeah, I think you're too young to be. But yeah, that was a very good achievement. Now, on the same, how many schools were there?
I don't remember. Sorry.
But I think it was the entire
Western Province, yes.
Yes, and you became the
The
best,
best actress.
like from all schools.
So let me just say, the best actress in Western Province.
Out of all schools in Western Province. Wow.
It was Mulela.
That's actually a bigger achievement than I thought initially. Anyways, since you studied quite young, I'm wondering what inspired you to go into. Did you, when I feel like in your head, maybe you watched somebody, then you like what really inspired you? Was it somebody that you watched act before, or maybe just from a movie, or what was the inspiration for you?
Actually, maybe.
Because I mean, your brother didn't just guess could you can act. I think he saw something in you.
I'm sure.
So, yeah.
Of which I don't even know.
You don't know. I think it's important for next time we come visit, we ask him how he spotted the talent in you.
Exactly.
But yeah, what was your inspiration when I feel like?
So like me shooting the so-called comedy, Mulela, and the media. When it started, that was last year. So when we went again for Nassas, but then I just went there to escort my friends. My thanks goes to them because they don't give up. Despite me not showing up on the media sometimes, but they are there to support me. Always the positivity can keep me going. So I really appreciate what they're doing. Keeping on supporting me and stuffs like the positivity. That thing on that part, I really appreciate. Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for coming over with Tuneza Hulu. This is your first time on this show. Hopefully, it won't be your last. I think we'll call you back later. I would want to have you back because I've had a great time. I don't know if I've had a great time. I've had a great time. I've enjoyed talking to you, and I hopefully we'll talk to you next time over the issues that you've talked about. So for now, we'll let you go so that you go and do what you do. Mostly prepare for your exam, and then after your exam, we'll contact you so that you come back or talk to you. Hopefully with your brother.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you for being here. Thanks everybody for watching. Come to the end of the show. Peace out.